Hello there, welcome gents, models. My name is Bob Waldron and welcome to this product review. We are going to be taking a look at Harder and Steenbeck's new Kyiv airbrush. It's the Infinity Kyiv airbrush, CRplus and all that. We're just going to have a look and see what it's all about and what the difference is between the Infinity. So first off, you will notice, yes, we've got some lovely box art going on with this. Nice couple of a bit of like descriptions on the back and stuff. This is by it's basically was designed artwork wise by, sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but Angela Dmitrenko or something in May 2022 in Kiev. Right, so let's open this up. Now what you will find is, yes, the box is different to the Infinity, but you do end up having the exact same instruction booklet you get for the Infinity, and pretty much the same with a nice hard case box just here. But let's just open this up, because the first thing that is going to probably draw you to buying this is how gorgeous and sexy this airbrush looks. Now they do this in two, the dark and the light. The dark one was all in black. This one is in a pink and purple color. I know this might seem a bit girly, but I just thought this one just looks so much more sexy than the black one. And as you can see, it's got the Infinity on the side. It's got this nice artwork going along there. The colours just match up so nicely. You'll even notice, if I just bring in our Infinity here, like things like the colour cup and all sorts of things like that, they're in like a nice matte finish, not a chrome finish, which is rather cool. Flip this over, yes, you got all the you know, made in Germany and all that kind of stuff, Harder and Steenbeck on that side. But yeah, looking cool. Price wise, this is going to set you back about £252 from everythingairbrush.com. Probably one of the best places in the UK to go and get your airbrushes, so really do highly recommend them. I got this one from there as well. The Infinity is going to set you back about £210. That's a CRplus, and these are both the 2-in-1 versions. The 2-in-1 basically means that you get the added extra of having the 5mm colour cup, and you get the added extra of a second needle and nozzle and just there. So yeah, okay, you're paying about an extra £40 more than the Infinity, but you are getting such a nicer looking airbrush. But is that all they're offering, just a nicer looking finish? Well, no, there's a little bit more to it than that. So let's start taking this apart and have a look. Yeah, so first off, we'll start off with what you get in here. Yes, you get the 2mm and the 5mm with their matte finish on there. You get a 0.2 in the actual airbrush itself and the 0.4 in the box as well. You got this little kind of tool here, which is basically so as you can like wrench this middle bit, which I'll show you in a bit. And you also get a couple of different end caps. This one's more of a protective thing, really. You get our nice little prong ones here, which is the one what we mainly use, which again noticeably is in a matte finish, not the usual shiny finish that you get. So even all that stuff's nice and matte finished, and you get this sort of kind of precision end cap. This one is in chrome. Don't normally use that, to be honest. So what we're going to do, let's just get this nicely taken apart. We'll start at this end with our quick adjustment set thing that's on the back there. We can just nicely screw this off, which, I mean, that's probably the biggest difference is, you know, with this one, you don't have all this area open here, so you can sort of play around with that. I'm not too bothered about that personally. Looking inside, we have, compared to the Infinity, there's this O-ring just here. Right, we don't have that on there, which maybe suggests that you don't need that, maybe. But yes, even all this has got like a matte finish just inside there also, but looking very similar so far. So let's use our little tool. Well, actually now let's get out our needle first by taking our end cap off. Now this Infinity, by the way, I brought this years ago, so it's like their first kind of launch of it. This should be the version 2, so there'll be some slight little differences to it. So I'm just going to pop our needle through like so. Right, and this will be the first big difference really, is what they've started to do is put little notches just on the end. So as you know, so I know there's 2 little notches there. I know this is a 0.2mm needle. I have no idea what this is, apart from the fact that I know I've got a 0.15mm needle in there, but you've got to kind of just remember that that's what's in there. So nice new featured there, as well as what's, I mean, I don't know what it is exactly, but they go on about to say how these needles, they've it's a different type of metal and process of doing things, so they're supposed to be more durable, and the paint just kind of like flows off the end nicer, so it prevents drying and all that kind of stuff there. So just using this tool here just to wrench this off. Right, and we'll open this up and just see what our differences are, right? Which I do believe there's not going to be much of a difference at all really. The version 2 was more down to the needle and the nozzle ends of things. But just looking at a bit of our internal detail just here, you know, I mean, this all looks very much the same, just this one looks maybe a little bit prettier, so to speak, and the same looking at our trigger just here, you know, basically the same thing, just looks a little bit prettier. Looking at the rest of it in here, I mean, looking inside there, it does, it's all basically the same once we open it all up, right? Nice Teflons in there, but so does the Infinity, the older one. Yeah, it is basically all the same, but there is one kind of big thing that's the change. It's not just the looks, but there's one last thing which I'll just show you now. So for this I need to show you some scales. So I've put this all back together, got my scales out, because what you'll notice is, oh, this feels lighter. Right, so we put on our old Infinity, 90 grams, whack on the Kyiv, and it's just slightly under 60 grams. So what we have here is, not only is this an Infinity CRplus, right, which basically means it's been triple coated, copper triple coated thing, which basically makes the paint way more durable, which hopefully that does work. So I mean, this has got a bit of a matte finish around it, and matte isn't so durable normally, but you know, it is supposed to add that CRplus coating and stuff to it, so should be good. But not only that, it is also an ALplus, which is rather cool. Basically it's made out of aluminium instead of the brass that this is, the old one is made out of. So quite interesting actually to see both a CRplus and an ALplus in the Infinity, which kind of just makes this way better than the Infinity we have here for just basically an extra £40. I know this, and this one, I mean, you know, the girls probably like it out there. I love it, to be honest with you, but they do that all black one, which is also very cool. So all in all, I've got to say that yes, this is a really good airbrush. I mean, I've been using the Infinity loads and loads. You've probably seen me use it loads and loads. Really nice airbrush for getting in there close and doing some nice close in work. You know, being able to put the 0.4mm needle in there, you can do sort of like some general sort of work as well with it. So yes, the Infinity airbrush has been a well-proven and a well-liked airbrush for years and years. So to kind of go off and give it a version 2, give it an ALplus, a CRplus, make it look really nice and pretty, you know, just makes this an absolute no-brainer. It's definitely an airbrush to buy if you want to get one. When it comes to you new guys out there, I mean, you know, they do the Evolution, right, which is also a very nice airbrush. I kind of find this is a really good, nice general purpose and getting close kind of airbrush. These Infinities are like those kind of getting a bit closer kind of airbrushes, but even for a beginner, I mean, you know, you'd love this anyway as well, and for any enthusiast, I mean, this looks absolutely amazing. So if you are kind of buying your first sort of close-in airbrush, I mean, maybe, you know, for that £40 extra, you might want to get something a little bit more fancy, because it is just better than your standard Infinity airbrush. So yes, I got mine from everythingairbrush.com, or is it .co.uk? Link will be down in the description anyway. Yeah, definitely a big thumbs up here at Genesis Models. So until next time, as always, my name is Bob Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.